Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Tide. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a first down.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Wegman. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Longhorn! Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's talk about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Pulls it in, it's Wingo.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Simon. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking for room, it's Simon. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Wingo. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
Got his man quickly. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Run in the red zone. It's Simon. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They run the reverse. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he could take it to the distance.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneak gets it done. To the air, it's Beck. Got the quick pass. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house. Looking for space. It's Baxter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program? He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Wegman. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What? The give to the left side. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Steps away to find some room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third and short now from their own 48.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown! Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got his man on the outside. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdown scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, how about about this defense, man. That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Hale. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum.
There he goes! Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's...
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the off.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Alabama! The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, number 19. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Defense in press coverage. They'll start this drive going to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. On target. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Pocket breaking down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid... Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.